offer in exchange. This way. We can go in now. This is Thomas Lee. He is chief physicist overseeing the development of our most critical project. Thomas, this is SG-1, the planet Earth.
My pleasure.
What is this?
The core of this device was uncovered in an ancient temple of a race of people we believe were called the Guld.
Goa'uld.
Really?
It's a mineral substance found to have highly unstable radioactive properties. This experiment seems to indicate the potential for great bursts of energy.
Our translation of the writings in the temple indicate that the alien element is called Nequadria.
Naquita.
No. We also translated that word in the same text. This is definitely Nequadria.
So this is some sort of power generating device?
Not exactly.
They were making a bomb, sir.
They were far from achieving a deliverable weapon, but if successful, it would have been as powerful as an Aquita-enhanced nuclear warhead.
The colonials claimed they were under threat of oppression from their neighboring nations, and the weapon would only be used to ensure their freedom.
Sounds like a situation we would have to be very careful about getting involved in.
Yes, sir.
I'm not sure we need to worry about that, General.
How so?
I don't think they want our help any longer.
Something to do with how Dr. Jackson was exposed to that much radiation?
We were touring the city. Daniel was at the research facility with Jonas. As I'm sure you can imagine, he was pretty passionate about trying to convince the Colonan people that building a big bomb wasn't going to be the answer to their problems.
Still, we don't know.
Colonel, what do you know?
Sir, they're claiming Daniel tried to sabotage their research.
They're lying, General.
I also do not believe this to be true.
They let us bring him back home on compassionate grounds.
The fact is, they just didn't want us around there anymore.
But they are demanding that he be returned to face the charges. If he survives.
What is Dr. Jackson saying happened?
The nausea will be followed by tremors, convulsions, and something called ataxia. Surface tissue, brain tissue, and internal organs will inflame and degrade. I believe that's called necrosis. Now, based on the dose of radiation I got, all that will happen in the next 10 to 15 hours. And if I don't drown in my own blood and fluids first, I will bleed to death. And there is no medical treatment to prevent that.
Maybe not that we know of.
Jack, we don't go running to our off-world allies every time an individual's life's at stake. And don't go telling me this is any different, because my life is no more valuable than anybody else's.
What happened?
That doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. You didn't try to sabotage anything.
There was an accident. I guess the scientists figured the government would hold them responsible. I guess they figured it was easier to blame me.
And you're okay with this?
No, but there's not much I can do about that.
Yes, there is.
If they really want to blame me, denying it isn't going to change anything. Now, 10,000 years ago, Gould tried the same experiments that they're trying, and he nearly blew the entire planet to bits. I tried telling them that, they wouldn't listen. They're going to build that bomb, and nothing we say is going to stop them.
The Asgard is still not responding, Jack. We've tried to reach Jacob Carter, but last we heard, he's on a mission to recover the last remaining undercover Photographe.
General, we do have intelligence on a sarcophagus.
SG-3's mission report 2 months ago.
Yes, sir.
We both know the negative effects of that technology, Colonel.
But Daniel's been in one of those things a dozen times. Once more isn't gonna hurt.
However, SG-3's report clearly indicated that the sarcophagus is heavily guarded, and likely retrieving it would result in significant casualties, which is why I did not order a recovery mission at the time.
Sir.
Colonel, please don't think you're alone in your feelings on this matter.
Yes, sir.
Anything?
Well, I've been doing some calculations.
Anything to help Daniel?
I wish. Based on the amount of radiation the Colonans say Daniel was exposed to, I've estimated the amount of energy that would have been generated by the experiment.
And?
The potential's astronomical, sir. Even a very small amount of the unstable element they're working with emitted a pulse of energy far greater than anything I've ever believed possible. Much more than weapons-grade Naquita would have. I mean, it would require a massive nuclear reaction to even approach this level.
So?
Well, sir, this could be the missing link we've been looking for in terms of generating the kind of energy I believe is necessary to create a hyperspace window. Or to generate and sustain the kind of shields the Goa'uld have been using to protect their ships. Sir, we have to get some of this element.
Right now, their government believes Dr. Jackson was trying to sabotage their research.
It's a lie. They're using Daniel as a scapegoat.
Still, you said he was vocal in his disapproval of their project before